A group of 14 young boys would always play together, hunt together, and swim together at the village stream. One day, another young boy met and said to them, "I know you are the best swimmers in this village. I want you to teach me how to swim." They agreed and told him to watch out for whenever they would be going to the stream. Every time at the stream, they would always carry him and place him on top of a log of wood in the deeper part of the water so that he could watch them swim, because obviously he could not swim. And when they were done swimming, they would also carry him out to the shore. They did this a couple of times. Then one day, after swimming for a while, they all swam out to the shore and went home. They left him in the water because they had forgotten he came with them. When they were halfway home, one of them remembered and said, "Oh, we left him in the water. We have to go back." And they all screamed and ran back. On getting to the stream, they were surprised to see that he was already at the shore, happy and smiling. And one of them asked him, "How did you get here?" And then he replied, "I remembered you told me it is dangerous to stay out here late, that I would be eaten by wild creatures that would come out in the cool of the night. So I jumped into the water." And then they chorused, "But you can't swim." And then he replied, "Yes, I couldn't. But I have watched you swim for a while. And also, I didn't want to sink and drown. So I kept swimming and flapping and struggling until I got to the shore." And then they said, "We are so sorry we left you behind." And then he cut them short and said, No, it is okay. I am actually happy you left me behind, because if you didn't, I wouldn't know how to swim right now." And then they became very happy and they all went home together. Now the moral of the story. There is actually so much to learn from this story, but I am very particular about the fact that he could not previously swim, but then he swam to the shore. You see, there comes a time in our lives when the wonderful dreams and the amazing pictures we have in our mind are no longer clear. You no longer feel the zeal to press forward, to continue in the game. You can hardly breathe, and then you struggle so hard to get and keep your head out of the water. And to worsen it all, the people around you are not even trying at all, because no one seems to understand how much you are struggling. And then you get overwhelmed by the whole events of life, and then you think maybe it is over. No, it's not. It is not over until you give up. You see, if you can no longer be motivated by what you want to become, then you should at least be motivated by what you do not want to become. I will say that again. If you can no longer be motivated by what you want to become, then you should be motivated by what you do not want to become. The young boy in the story didn't want to be eaten by wild creatures, so he jumped into the water. And also, he didn't want to sink and drown, so he kept flapping and struggling and swimming until he got to the shore. If you do not want to regret in 5, 10, 15 years from now, or the rest of your life over an investment, a business, or a company that you should have had, then this is the time to start. If at the end of the day you do not want to say, "I wish I had continued, I would have gone very far by now," then you should not give up on that dream in the first place. We do not pray for challenges to go away. Instead, we pray for the strength to go through challenges, because challenges make us stronger. They make us a better people. And just like gold that would have to go through fire before it can come out in its finest state, challenges refine us. You have to keep flapping and swimming until you get to the shore, because if you don't, you will sink and drown. And there's something really interesting about getting to the shore. It is that you would have created an amazing story for others coming behind you. It is actually not meant to be very easy, but you can only see your breakthrough at the end of the day if you don't give up. So jump in today, swim, and keep flapping until you get to the shore.